Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Purplatypus is the name, and it is the finals of the first Purplaty Gang tournament, or Purplatypus community tournament, whatever. We are going to be watching a best 2 out of 3 match with Dev and Venom Corpse. These players have gone through, they've beaten everybody. They're the best of the best, what we got right now. So we are going to be watching those matches. Really quick before we jump into it, if this is something you want to be a part of in the future, you want to be in a PvP tournament, join the Discord. I make like a post on it basically whenever we decide to do it. I'm not sure yet, but that's going to be how, if you want to get involved, you'll have to be in the Discord, and that's how we will figure it out. And then yeah, also, if you like this video and you want to see more like this, help get the word out. Try to share this video to some of your PvP oriented friends, and if this video gets a lot of views, does really well, we'll absolutely be visiting more of these in the future. Also, they are competing today for the $50 grand prize, but second place is getting 30 bucks as well, so everyone's getting something. Also, I apologize if I sound sick. Spoiler alert, I am sick. Now, without further ado, let's actually watch these matches. All right, Dev is here on the right, Venom is here on the left. We can see here we got a Momo believer and even a suppression. That's pretty cool. Where on the other side here we have Edda and we have Nungal. The other three are the same. These are probably just PvP powerhouses. Gloria, Simona, and Inanna are obviously PvP powerhouses for lots of reasons. But once I actually get into round one, we got to watch Gloria do her initial move. All right. And then someone's got to move, and then we'll actually take a look and see if they've built their characters any differently. I think that'll be interesting to go in between rounds to see if they've changed anything. So I think after she moves up here, right? Almost. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the level here. There is going to be a level gap, 57 over here on Dev and 59 here on Venom. So I am interested. Same abilities. Also, I don't know how they choose speed. I wonder if it is based on power level initially. Like if their Simona goes first because of the power level. So that could be definitely a disadvantage given the fact that this ability is going to be able to be used on their team sooner. Identical builds here. Take a look at Inanna. I actually think I feel like this is a different Inanna build than I'm used to seeing. Yeah, they're using Soulmate, which is kind of interesting. Whereas here we're using the passive magic defense. I actually think the passive magic defense is pretty legit. Gloria is this is the way everyone builds Gloria because it's probably the best, and it is identical besides the reaction, right? The reaction. And then Simona, Inanna, Gloria, yeah, and then everyone else is going to be different. So let's take a look here. There is a level advantage on the left. However, the right is using suppression, which I think is very fun. There must be it's a magical. I wonder how they chose their teams, because suppression could be very good here, right? Because magic damage, healer, but primarily magic damage. So suppression might be really shining here, especially with like Nungal. Might be able to turn off a lot of that damage, because Momo's defensive reduction isn't going to be as good here. However, Edda is such a magic damage shredder. But let's just watch. All right, I am wondering if these people, they've made it through. Are they just going to get their units knocked off the edge? I guarantee you that'll be part of it because it's hard to avoid. Devout guard right away. Okay, so they are expecting to get protected. Everyone's doing the same. They had some, I can't see the trinkets, but we know that there's some. So this is Doom Waken. Doom Waken is such a cool ability because it's like at the end of the next 3 turns, I think it is. For 3 turns, at the end of your turn, you get a giant AoE attack thing, basically. What is kind of weird, though, is that it is not, it doesn't do anything with damage over time. So I do think that it's like almost a lot of her other abilities will have this really cool damage over time stuff. But this is like this Momo doesn't care about dots, which is really interesting to me. Right, it's about repulsion barrier, Doom Waken, and the repulsion pushing or pulling. So I love that there's this is not a dot dome. This is not a dot Momo. No dot, no Momo. Quick reload, huh? Wow. Going in heavy, but suppression is doing the job. Good job, suppression. What a tanky hit. I'm wondering if I thought the damage would just like everyone would be instantly dying, but it seems like a good tank can really, really do their job. Momo getting in there. So I think she does that 3 times. You can see the damage isn't super impressive, but it's not terrible. But it'll do it 3 times. She must have the alert thing on it. Also, now we're looking over at space. Princess Prayer is going to give it to Momo. Okay. Oh, Momo is going to knock Simona off, I bet, here. Okay. Interesting. I wonder why they didn't knock them. I feel like they could have knocked them right here. Instead, they did the double knock. I think we could, if we went back, I think they could have just used the suppression here, or not the suppression, sorry, the repulsion thing to knock them here, because I think Simona was here, right? So I think they could have. Maybe I missaw. Irrelevant. So there we go. Momo is a knocker offer for sure. And then Momo has 3 more stacks of that attack. Although it seems to not be that strong, but it is doing its job. Staying out of the range is probably good. And then Momo gets to go again. Man, that's huge. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay, never mind. Or they just had Momo stand still to protect everyone. This is what I'm worried about. That is such a good... Like, Liquor is so good. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen to me in PvP and what I want to do to other people. Really slow them down. Princess's Comfort. Does that get rid of the Liquor debuff? You're still standing on Liquor, but I bet it does get rid of it. It does get rid of it. So you're going to really have to be... You're going to have to be careful with that timing there, because unless they walk directly on it again, it's not going to do much. And the Winter Wonderland is coming out. It's going to freeze... It did only freeze 1 main character. The guard is important to kill, but they're not, like, insane. They are liquored again. Liquor is so strong. But it can be dispelled. Yeah, look at this. Things are hard to kill here, no doubt. Suppression's doing a great job against Nungall. Suppression's basically an anti-Nungall tech, it seems like. Look at Suppression go, bro. Wow. I think this is going to take all the rounds. Yeah, these are... I think the pushing and pulling thing is going to be meta, because look at how the power of these heals. No one has that great of damage, though, here, if I'm being fair. Like, Glory has pretty good damage, but, like, Momo's damage isn't actually insane. They're more of, like, a utility character than anything. I think Deadly Shot's going to do almost nothing here. Lots of Wheel of Fortunes, though. It is probably my favorite one. Ooh, you're actually... I think... No, it's 3 tiles, right? So I think you're still in range. Ooh, they didn't actually do anything, maybe? The Liquor is gone. But they do, like... I think the right here does have the advantage. One, they have all their characters, right? Instead of... They still have their Simona around. But also, like, you could easily come back here and get a double turn. Because I think it's a tarot card, actually, which is, like, insane. Good hit. That's some power. Like, the Simona difference is big. And look at this hit. Oh, the guard. The guard must be faster, so he took the hit. And then you get to go again, bro. That was a big hit, but honestly, totally fine, because Suppression is great. I wonder if Suppression was a... counter pick if they did. I actually don't know how the picks went. Fuck, man, look at these heals, bro. Those heals are some of the strongest heals I've seen. But there we go. Momo is OP. Momo is showing everybody exactly why Momo, at least on this map, Momo has been fucking sick, bro. There's so many places to get knocked off in. Momo being able to pull and being able to push is just unstoppable, it feels like. And then once you kill, I mean, it's a tied, right? Like, left has lost 2 characters, right has lost 0. They lost their guard, but that doesn't really count. And once their healer's gone, it'll be just a matter of cleaning up at this point. More Doomwake. And Momo has been really impressive. But it's funny is because Doomwaken I actually don't think is very good. For this PvP situation, it hasn't felt like it's been doing that much. Like, yeah, it's putting, like, an area of effect down, but the damage has been too low for it to be really significant, it feels like to me. However, that push and pull is actually insane. And again, Gloria is a huge damage dealer once she gets rid of that spear. There we go. One more down, and then, I mean... The thing is, Simona is such a good physical tank. I don't think that they're going to be able to kill Simona fast enough. I don't know what star their Simona is, but I don't... My IMO, this is already over. Oh, look at the fire showed up now. It must be on round 7. The fire shows up and starts to spread. I wonder if I can take a look at this really quick. Is this normal fire? Because if it's normal fire, wouldn't a character with immunity to Scorch just, like, be part of a... And like a card game, it would be like a milling strategy almost, a control thing where you just stall until they all die from fire. Dark fire, it is different. Spreads to the surrounding tiles at the end of the turn. Characters passing through it or staying on it will suffer damage equal to 35% and will be unable to recover HP during that time. So it is very strong. The you won't have the ability to ignore that damage. Thank God. It would have been so annoying if it was just Scorch tiles. They did a good job with this PvP. They know what they're doing. Boom. Sorry, stick. They actually got a kill with the Wheel of Fortune there. And then let's see the final here. There we go. Boom. Round 1 is going to Dev. Good job, Dev. Let's take a look at round 2. All right, here we are in round 2. Same exact teams, no changes that I could see here. Maybe something within the kits are a little bit different, but otherwise we're just gonna watch. Now I know that this is a shorter one, so I think that we're not gonna get a clear victor here. I think it's just going to end basically after a surrender. But let's go ahead and take a look here. Also, what I said about Doom Awakening in the first fight, I do think Doom Awakening is a really good ability, and I think it is good for PvP. It helps keep Momo alive. Because it gives you a bunch of lifesteal. So, and keeping Momo alive seems to be super crucial to this overall map because of how important it is being able to pull characters and push characters into their deaths. Like, most of the moves I see people make are based around not going into these tiles right here in the center, which is tough. Like, every tile, this tile could, it was just in the range of 2 for push or pull. This tile isn't, but it's like every other tile almost is. Like this one is, this one is, this one is, this one is, this one is. So many of these tiles are like really dangerous, you know? Anyway, let's actually watch it here. Everyone gets their Gloria. I don't think I saw a single match without a Gloria. And to be fair, Gloria's initial extra movement is just really good. I don't know if I've even seen a match without Simona. I'm sure there were matches without Simona in the earlier rounds, but everyone that made it did have Simona. So coincidence or not, I don't know. Simona seems really good in this map. Devout Guard doing great work there. As always, just super good. Longest Brilliance always makes me think of Monty Python, Biggest Dickus. So there we go. A little bit of a different intro, not much. It just kind of positioning is a little bit different. I think this is a little different also. Oh, no, they didn't go all in on their... I do think that's kind of interesting. They did not go all in on their... what's it called? Their smite immediately because they're like, oh, suppression is just going to block it. So maybe they're trying to save it till later. Also, they threw down the liquor right away here. Basically, as a hope that they won't walk near that probably. Or if they try to close the gap, they're going to be in trouble. Because if you get liquor on you, that is a 40% magical defense down. Even if you get it on suppression, he has he'll start taking a lot of damage still. This will clear one tile, but that's not really helpful. You know, the tile that it's on. So let's take a look here. Winter Doomsday, we're seeing it. Simona lived this time. So we get to see Winter Doomsday. It didn't hit anybody, though. So now all the liquor is gone. Questionable. Like, the liquor might have protected him for a turn or something, but it seems like it's not actually going to do that much. Winter Doomsday is kind of interesting here, because it's going to force everyone up here instead. Lance of Longus. Get that damage in, bro. Oh, see? We're going through the ice, bro. You can't stop us. So we got the repulsion beam doing the pull. Absolutely sick. Who was it that they just killed? They killed their Gloria. Freaking insane. What? Great hit. Princess's Prayer going on Simona. Sorry, a little bit sick. 1, 2, and I think it's 3 hits. So they did a dash up here to hit that. And then they use Icy Blast. They knocked... Who did they knock off? They knocked off... Why can't I remember? All right, I want to re-highlight this part because this is actually a 100, 200 IQ play here. So they have Nungal break. There was an item here, so we could not stand here. However, they use their Nungal's attack to break this. Then they bring in Inanna to boost Simona. And then Simona comes up here, takes 3 tanky hits, no problem. Like, I mean, Simona's super buff. And then they actually use their Icy Blast and kill the other person's Simona. And that is going to get them the GG. So they are not going to... That's going to be the GG. Now, I won't lie. I think they threw in the towel. I think Dev threw in the towel a little bit early there. However, that was a really, really good play on Venom's part. Absolutely no doubt. I mean, you still got Simona. Sorry. You still have Momo, and you got one of their characters, so with the pole. So I actually think that you were still looking pretty good. But you know what? If you think you're going to lose, you know you're going to lose. In a sense, you already have lost. So we are going to a game 3. 1 game Dev, 1 game Venom. Now let's check out the true finals. So same as always, Dev here is on the right, Venom is here on the left. Kind of interesting. They did switch out suppression for Dandelion. There wasn't any rules about how you choose characters, and this was the only 2 out of 3 rounds, so the fact that they're using different characters doesn't really bug me. However, I did feel like suppression was doing a pretty good job here. However, maybe this is more of a surprise kind of pick. Like, they're expecting suppression, but now Dandelion's going to be there. However, I do think suppression was doing a really good job of keeping this Nungal's damage down. Because Nungal, it does a huge amount of damage, and suppression was basically just stopping that, because it's all magic damage. So I think this is actually going to be I think Dandelion is probably a worse choice. However, the damage is way higher on Dandelion. The self-healing is way better. So let's actually take a look. Well, self-healing is actually probably pretty equal. Let's see how the gamers handle this one here. Is there still going to be more knocking off into the water? Probably, but is it going to be tactical? Like, basically what you saw in the earlier rounds of other people playing is they would accidentally get knocked into the water. Now what you're seeing is players getting knocked into the water as a tactical decision as part of a trade, which is just a really cool thing that you're able to see. I like that you're deciding, like, it's like trading pieces in chess, right? You're like, I'm going to move here and kill your unit, and in return, I know you get to kill my unit. It's kind of a fun dynamic here. So let's see how this one goes. I am interested. The guard's been doing their job. They're not strong, but they do protect you from getting like one shot. So it's very good. Biggest dick is going off. Doom Waken, you know, we already know what to expect from Momo. Momo does also have immunity to knockback, I think, right? So Momo has like Momo is probably one of the best PvP players on these maps. Eagle Eye, you're doing an auto attack build this time. Interesting. So I wonder if that is going to why the box there? The box there doesn't feel like it serves that much of a purpose, honestly. But maybe it is pretty good. So here's the thing. Last time they did this, they did win the match, I'll be honest. So maybe that's why they're doing it again. However, that was because more of a mistake, I think, on the other side. But then if you do your winter attack, you get rid of all the liquor. So I am thinking that I'm not a big fan of the Edda move. Ooh, although, here we go, going heavy. Whoa. I mean, again, it's still a little bit of a shame to only get one real character, but it's all right. I think that that's like good, but I think you got to be careful because the magic damage is the only thing that could hurt them in that state. And you're not really in a position to take advantage of that. You're kind of just making them stand still. And in fact, they're kind of clogged up. So I do think it was a cool move, but when you move there, Momo's going to get you. That's just the way that goes. Pearl of whatever, Iria is a little bit of a heal here. All right, what are you princessing here? Simona. Simona is OP. I can't express how strong it is to have a freaking pole in this game. The pole is so strong, especially when the pole will allow you to knock things off of edges. And there we go. Now they have gotten, ooh, she must be immune to disrupt and the ability to heal, but you did get Nungall. So we do a kind of a similar situation where we don't have a way to get that much damage on the character necessarily. However, that may not be as important as you're just trying to turn off her damage now that you don't have suppression. But yeah, imagine how much stronger the Licker would be if you had the Licker now, right? If you had the Licker now and you could hit like multiple of these characters, you'd be able to get 2 turns on them back to back. The Nungall doesn't, they kind of got rid of all of their super powerful sniping attacks, and they're just auto attackers, which is fine. Oh, they do have actually Licker on them. So you know what, Simona? I was totally wrong. Great hit. Goodbye, Simona. Although standing there, that's kind of interesting, huh? You think you could have come up here? No, I think that's where she was. So there probably just wasn't any, because, right, like Death Tile, you died to the Momo probably. I think Momo could reach there. Death Tile, maybe a Death Tile. It depends if you actually kill that guy, but maybe you'd be able to hit their Gloria. Great hit. That's what you want to see. Look at all that damage. Even if it's like, if you can get their healer down, that chip damage is a huge deal. If you don't get the healer down, then the chip damage is going to be basically nothing, because you could heal back up to full. Although maybe it looks like her heal might have been offline. She just did her passive heal. No one brought the princess move, which I'm kind of surprised by. Strike back coming in handy on the guard, probably, at least a little bit. The guard doing what the guard does. Another full moon back to back. It's just great damage. Dandelion has done literally nothing so far. I don't even think he's attacked, so he has not been exactly an all-star in this fight. He's been asking to be attacked. That's pretty darn good, though. I do think this buff is really good, but I actually don't know if it's going to be as good in PvP as we've expected. Oh, is that the princess move? No, I don't think so. Yeah, because she didn't give up 90% of her HP. Princess Prayer going on. It's just so hard to play around Princess Prayer. You never know what's going to happen. Even with the Licker, it doesn't matter in a sense. So you are here again. Momo doesn't need to be careful, because Momo could just, oh my god, and there we go. Just like that, Momo is doing what Momo does, man. Momo is so busted. Holy crap. Although I won't lie, this Gloria is very strong. There we go, Dandelion! Dandelion finally coming in. Momo finally getting a kill. Armor-piercing strike, let's go. They both brought the armor-piercing strike. They're ready. This is where the Ananas are going to end up winning. Man, what a hit. Well, you know what? I don't want to call it, but I think Dawnlight, there we go. Dandelion finally coming in handy, doing his whatever his thing. You know what? That did as much damage as Dandelion did, and this is doing it 3 times, but their Momo seems to be fucking stacked, bro. Holy shit, Momo. That alert gem is so strong on Momo when you get 3 alert stacks. Well, there we go. We have our champion. That is going to put Dev as the champion of the very first tournament here. Dev, congratulations for being the best PvPer in Sword of Convallaria currently. You're the only person that I know that has won first place in a tournament for prize money. And congratulations. Level 57, beating the level 59. I'm sorry, Magic Joe, for putting you against Dev in the first round. I'm sorry. I was trying to make the matches interesting. I kind of went off levels, but Dev turns out to be a tactical genius. Congratulations to Venom Corpse as well. You obviously did incredibly well. You got second place here. And yeah, just thank you everyone for being a part of the tournament. We have our victor. And I will be getting them their prize money shortly after this. Also, a part of the first place prize is the next time we do a tournament, if Dev would like, instead of taking place in the tournament, I was going to ban them from doing, if once you get first, from doing it again. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we will, they will be able to do live commentary with me if, you know, we got a real PvP minded person. So they will be able to co-host the tournament with me, essentially, as part of their first place prize. Which I think sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm really excited for that. But Anyway, that is all for the first tournament. We are closing out, closing ceremony. If you guys like this video, you want to support the Plat, and you want to support more tournaments, then get this video out to as many people who like PvP as you can. I paid for the prize money this time, but I can't afford to keep doing it, so we're going to look for a sponsor, and if we can't find a sponsor, we might try to do some sort of entry fee. We might just end up doing it for glory as opposed to prize money. If the video makes a lot, then maybe I could just put the previous video's money into it, something like that. But either way, this is Dev's Day. Congratulations, Dev. I'm excited to see what kind of PvP master you become in the future. Although you're already at the mountaintop, so, you know, how much further is there to go? I don't know. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye!
Platypus on the rise, watch the views go.